Police Garlight, 3 Terrifying Delivery Horror Stories. Part 1. The McDonald's Delivery Gone Wrong. Kyle had been delivering food for months, but this order felt strange. It was late at night, just past 11 p.m., when he received a request to deliver a McDonald's meal to a rundown part of town. The neighborhood was eerily quiet. Most of the streetlights flickered or didn't work at all, leaving long stretches of darkness broken only by the weak glow of his car's headlights. The GPS led him to a crumbling duplex that looked abandoned. Weeds had overtaken the front yard, the paint peeled off in chunks, and half the windows were boarded up. Kyle hesitated, staring at the screen. This can't be right. But the app confirmed it. Deliver here. He grabbed the greasy bag of food and approached the front door. The wooden steps groaned beneath his weight. A single dim bulb above the porch buzzed with static, throwing pale light across the chipped door. He knocked once. No answer. He knocked again, this time harder. Still silence. Just as he turned to leave, the door creaked open a few inches. A cold draft spilled out from inside. The house smelled of mildew, rotten wood, and something else. Something metallic. Something that reminded him of dried blood. "Hello," Kyle whispered, clutching the bag tighter. From the darkness, a voice rasped. "Leave it." The words weren't loud. They were flat, hollow, almost mechanical. Kyle placed the bag down, his heart pounding, and began backing away. That's when he saw it. A shadow moved across the hallway inside. Too tall, too thin, its limbs stretched in unnatural proportions as if it didn't belong to a person at all. The door slowly shut. The light above the porch flickered and died, plunging Kyle into darkness. He bolted back to his car, slamming the door and locking it. His hand shook on the steering wheel as he pulled away. But in the rearview mirror, the door was open again. Something was standing in the doorway, watching him leave. Part 2. The Spanish Arm House. Some delivery drivers in Kyle's area avoided one specific street, Calle Roja. Old houses, most abandoned, stood there like rotten teeth in a dying mouth. One night, Kyle got an order from that street. Against his better judgment, he accepted. The house was ancient, built of cracked stone with heavy wooden shutters. The app insisted the drop-off point was around the side, near a back door. Kyle walked down the narrow passage, his footsteps echoing on the uneven ground. The air was damp and cold, smelling faintly of mold and rust. At the end of the path stood a small door. Kyle knocked, and silence swallowed the night. He tried again. That's when he noticed something etched into the doorframe, barely visible in the moonlight. Scratches. Long, deep claw marks, as if something had tried to escape. The door creaked open by itself. A draft of icy air rushed out, carrying the stench of decay. Kyle stepped back, his instincts screaming to leave. But curiosity chained him there. Inside, the hallway was pitch black except for a faint glimmer deeper within. He leaned forward, squinting, and froze. It wasn't a light. It was an arm. A pale, skeletal arm extended from the darkness, resting on the ground, fingers twitching as if still alive. But it was too long, unnaturally long, stretching far beyond normal human proportions. Kyle stumbled back, nearly dropping the food. The arm twitched again, scraping its nails against the stone floor, creating a sound that sliced straight through his nerves. Then a voice hissed from the blackness. "You shouldn't have come here." Kyle dropped the bag, turned, and sprinted down the narrow passage. He didn't stop until he reached his car. As he fumbled with the keys, he dared to glance back. The door was wide open now, and multiple arms, thin, pale, twitching, were spilling out into the night. Part 3. The Domino's Spike Strip Chase. It was past midnight when Kyle got an order for Domino's delivery. The house was at the edge of town, beyond the reach of streetlights, surrounded by empty fields. He drove cautiously, headlights cutting through the dense fog. The road was strangely deserted, no other cars in sight. That's when he spotted it, something lying across the asphalt up ahead. He slowed, squinting, and his stomach dropped. It was a crude spike strip, handmade, with rusted nails sticking out of a wooden plank. Kyle swerved at the last second, tires screeching, narrowly avoiding it. His heart hammered. It wasn't random. Someone had put that there, waiting for him. From the corner of his eye, he saw movement in the field. Silhouettes. Figures crouching in the grass, watching. Kyle floored the gas pedal, trying to escape. The car roared forward, but the road twisted sharply. Headlights flared in his rearview mirror. Someone was chasing him. He raced down the winding road, every muscle tense. The pursuer's vehicle stayed just far enough back, its beams cutting through the fog like a predator stalking prey. Then, the figures from the field appeared again, this time ahead of him. They stood on the road, unmoving, their outlines distorted in the mist. Kyle swerved off-road, the car bouncing violently across the uneven ground. His delivery bag spilled onto the floor, forgotten. Branches scraped the sides of his car, the sound shrieking like nails on metal. He didn't dare look back. Finally, he burst on a main highway, his lungs burning, sweat dripping down his face. The pursuing lights vanished. No car, no figures, nothing. When he got home, he checked the Domino's app. The order had disappeared. No record of it, as if it had never existed at all. But when he opened his trunk the next morning, sitting there, covered in dirt, was the spike strip.